What's up, you guys? Shiz here, and I got a really super strange, spooky review for you. Not really. This is the McFarlane Toys Netflix show Stranger Things exclusive Barb from Gamestop. Man, these action figures they used to be like one names for these things back in the day. Anyways, yeah, this is the exclusive Stranger Things Barb action figure, and just in case anyone is realizing this, we haven't seen Barb for quite some time, so be on the lookout for her. I know her friend Nancy's not. Way to be a good friend there, Nancy. The figure looks great in the packaging. She comes with some really retro stuff, and I really am digging the pattern that they got on here. And I like the body mold on this figure. It's not your normal super skinny, super sexy kind of action figure. It's more of how a normal body kind of looks kind of thing. You know what I mean? So Barb is one of those fantastic characters that we will probably never know more about. She was in and off, kind of like a Boba Fett sort of deal. Never seen any of these other characters so far except for 11. However, I am on the lookout for the Upside Down Will. I really like this as just as I see him on the shelf kind of thing and I pick him up. So let's get into it.
London town to go. Oh, with the record selection and the mirror's reflection, I'm a dance.
And here is poor Barb right out of the packaging, and she's looking absolutely fantastic. We're going to get into the odds and ends a little bit, but right off the bat, thank you, McFarlane Toys, if you're listening. You guys finally stopped putting the sticky tape on the actual stand, so when you pull the tape off, it leaves all that residue, and then I got to pull out my Goo Gone and then do all that kind of crazy stuff. So thanks for that. Her accessories include this amazing little tiny can of beer, because poor Barb, she didn't want to go to that party. Nancy dragged her there and she had to sit on that pool diving board all by herself. Then you have this amazing Trapper Keeper. This is probably the coolest accessory ever. This is amazing. I'm in love with this thing. This thing reminds me of my old Trapper Keeper. Mine was black and had a little bit of like a paint. It was more of like colorful paint, not purple and black, but brought me back right then and there. If you didn't have a Trapper Keeper, you were not cool, and we all remember that. Here's Barb up close. She looks absolutely fantastic and looks spot on to the actress, I have to say. She's even got the tiny little freckles and all that stuff without overdoing it and making it look like it's like paint. You know, this looks like it's part of her face. I love her glasses. Has a really shiny reflective material to it. But the real standout, I think, is this pattern. Now, I checked this pattern out over and over and looked at underneath the arms and everything else. This thing is perfect. Like, there's nothing wrong with that pattern. It doesn't get sloppy anywhere. The hands, however, with the watch, little tiny paint goofs and everything. They haven't really perfected the flesh paint for these Stranger Things figures, I will say. Lucas, he looked good because, you know, he's a little bit of a darker color, of course, but the fleshy white sort of paint, not very good. The articulation on this, I know people are going to go, McFarlane Toys, yada yada, it's a statue. Okay, well, here's what they're doing with articulation. I'm not in love with this. This is a really weird articulated thing. Now, I don't know if it's because they're trying to show off the particular character's body shape, because in that sense, when she's not being moved around, it looks fantastic. However, it's not great. Shoes are painted nice. Again, the flesh is a little splotchy here and there, but I like the overall wash on her jeans. I think they're fantastic. Bottom of the shoes right there. Overall, it's a great looking figure. Here's the one thing with it, though, is that you want a Barb action figure. I know I do because I've been collecting the Stranger Things, so that's all I'm going to say. Let's put the Trapper Keeper in her hand. She has one of those pegs on the underside of her hands, and then as you can kind of see, you fit the Trapper Keeper over it, and she holds it quite magnificently, and like perfectly how you would hold the Trapper Keeper back in the day, up against your torso, and it's taking me back. This is really fun. And then she actually, I thought the hands were going to be a little bit brittle. Actually not. They're quite malleable, so you can put the can of beer right in her hand. It's perfect, and there's no qualms, nothing like that. Go ahead, take her foot, pop it onto the stand, and bingo bango, you got your Barb holding her can of beer, sporting her Trapper Keeper, and fits ever so nicely right on her stand. Again, you got to ask yourself, do you want a Stranger Things Barb figure? That's up to you. She's a fantastic figure, painted rather nicely, a little bit wonky articulation. However, it's just the knees, it's a little bit of a weird ratcheting thing. McFarlane Toys just got to work on some things like that. But overall, you can't complain about this figure. It's a nice figure for what it is. It looks exactly like the actress, and it really personifies the character of Barb. So, can't go wrong. And if you guys were wondering in terms of height, here she is next to the PS4 Marvel Legends Spider-Man. She's got her can of beer. He's got the PlayStation 2. And I'm really thinking that these two are going to hit it off and have a great, fantastic beer and PlayStation night. I don't know. Anyways, so that's my review. I hope you guys dug it. If you did, make sure to hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can find out when I post more videos, just like this one. Stranger Things 3 comes out sometime next year. I believe it's summertime, so look forward to that. Maybe we'll see Barb show up again. Maybe she'll be a monster or a nightmare or some kind of thing that'll plague the kids. Who knows? I'm excited. Just do more Ghostbuster stuff, Stranger Things. That's all I'm going to say. As always, drink some great coffee, eat some great food, but most importantly, find some fantastic action figures. And when you do, let me know what you found. I'll talk to you guys soon. Adios.